Constitution and social change. Constitution, the topic is constitution, law and social change. See, this question also I've given you the answer, but it is completely open to you. You need to tell that how law can bring a social change, how constitution can bring a social change. It is totally open to you. You don't even want to write any thinkers here if you have a very good content, but still you can talk about Yogendra Singh concept. According to Yogendra Singh, the law your law is actually a initiator of social change, or law is actually an indicator of social change. Okay, so initiator of social change means there is a law passed, it initiates a social change actually. For example, Domestic Violence Act. After the law, there is a change, the drastic changes there in the condition of the situation of the female. Indicator of social change. Some laws are coming, that itself is indicating that the society is changing. For example, in the Domestic Violence Act, live-in relation is actually accepted, or live-in relation will also be domestic violence is applicable in this also. That means what? The society is changing. So this indicates the society is moving towards modernity. Or if you talk about anti-sati resolution, what it shows? Society is modernizing. So from the parochial values, society is now accepting the modern values. So this law means it actually indicates the social change. It also initiates a social change. Similarly, you can talk about Widow Remarriage Act. All these are related to women. Okay, so this three itself we can talk about how it changed the life of the women in society. So law is an indicator, law is an initiator of social change. And talk examples: Widow Remarriage Act, Anti-Sati Resolution, Hindu Remarriage Act, Domestic Violence Act. Not only that, I am just giving few points. You can also talk about now Constitution. If you talk about, yeah, you can talk about Article 14, 15, 16, right, 21, right to life, how it changed the life of the public and people. 14, okay, equality based on religion. 17, abolition of untouchability, so how it changed the life of the Dalits. And apart from that, various legislations, various acts, National Commission for Minorities, National Commission for Women, Human Rights Commission. So everything, whatever you know related to Constitution, it is all about your perspective. You see how it is bringing social change. You write it in a functional terms, and also you can bring in the negative dimensions also by using conflict terms. Talk about the macro level, that means the whole societal level, and the specific level, like how it is helping the women. Okay, like that. Directive principles. See, once you are reading, if you come across thinkers like Andre Bette was talking about this, S.C. Dubé is talking about this, different thinkers are talking about this, but you yourself have enough content means you don't want to write the thinkers. Maybe one or two is enough. Yogendra Singh is enough. You need to talk about directive principle, you need to talk about fundamental rights. All these you can write. Okay, how? Okay. So, you see, Constitution in India guarantee equality of status. You talk about directive principle, call for minimization of inequality and positive discrimination. This is also very important. Okay, see, it's not that you give education to all equally. That doesn't make people empowered. Positive discrimination is also required because some sections are so much at the bottom. Then preamble, okay, Constitution ban Untouchability Offence Act, this law. Okay, so MGNREGA, law against domestic violence, right to education, how it changed the life of the people, right to information. Okay, National Commission for Minorities, Tribes and Other Forest Dwellers Act. Then you can write this, law as legitimizing social change. After the rise of anti-untouchability movement, law banned it by making constitutional provision. So legitimizing the social change. So because it is desirable, the social change is desirable at that time, then Constitution is also talking about the same. Law initiates social change, that I have already told you. You can talk about right to education. Okay, so can be seen as a harbinger of social change in direction of providing free universal education to all. It may hasten social change. Law often provide momentum to social change. For example, the case of marriageable age, okay, then it led to rapid decrease in child marriages. So it hastened social change. It may prevent negative social change. Several laws prevent social change in negative direction. For example, anti-narcotic laws. This all you can write. So initiator, I think indicator is not here. You can also write law indicate the social change. That also one point which you can add. Now Marxist will, so that is a different perspective. Marxist on the other hand see as part of larger ideological framework of the state and working on the behest of the dominant groups. So the state is part of superstructure which is shaped by the economic infrastructure. So law as well as the constitution is supporting the dominant groups. In fact, for Marx, the constitution is the document of bourgeois that they created for the benefit of them. Okay. Now some critical view here. If it need to be, proper implementation is required, awareness is also necessary, willpower of the people is also required. See, why willpower is required? Because already there is a dowry prohibition laws there, but still dowry is given and a lot of issues there. Every day so many people are either committing suicide or murdered because of this issue of dowry. So that is because of the implementation is one thing, awareness is another issue, willpower is another issue. So political will is also required if law need to bring positive social change. So Ubendra Bakshi indicate that majority of people in India don't have access to justice delivery system and thus it compromises law as an effective instrument of social change. So there is a problem with justice delivery system. First of all, what is the main problem? Time consuming. Secondly, expensive. Okay, so common people actually don't have access to the law. Similarly, Andre Bette. This is something which you can write. While constitution may define the direction in which the government should move, it is the people who through their actions and ideology determine the efficacy of that law.